All right. I think we got it. All right. The YouTube is up. The YouTube is up. It's up. It's up. It's up.
It
Perfect.
is?
Yes, the YouTube is up and running. I figured it out. Easy money. So, if anyone wants to go on the YouTube account and just give me a comment on the YouTube stream so I can see the alert, I will be super grateful to all of you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're amazing. I get the alerts when you guys when you follow. Shout out to Glenn. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, Ashton. Thank you for the follow. Um, that's amazing. Delta Ace, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Thank you for the comment on the YouTube, man. Testing out the chat. Testing Goliath, appreciate you. I see you coming through. Ashton, what's up? Oh shit, this is my government. Yeah, you gotta change that up, gang.
I know, I almost subscribed to the channel. I was like, yeah, I gotta change my name first.
uh, Let me know. Can y'all hear Katie? Let me know if the audio is working good. Is the audio?
Hi.
Oh shit, that's funny.
They're gonna be
Kennedy,
wild
shout
in
out to
that
Kennedy.
chat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, you, what's up? What's up, Sandra? What's going on? I hear both. Fantastic, fantastic. Government, like a motherfucker. Y'all forget that Google be snitching on y'all. See, some of y'all don't know each other's governments, but I know some of y'all's governments, so I know who's who. YouTube be snitching. But yo, if you're listening on the TikTok right now, man, you can listen to it on the TikTok. But like I said, the audio isn't coming through on TikTok right now because I don't have it set up. It's just on my phone. I'm not running it through my PC yet. The plugin that I have hasn't supported TikTok just yet. So once it does, I will put it in there and get it up and running. But right now, if you want to hear the full audio, the kind of takedown of the podcast, to hear Katie and I and our full shenanigans, you'll have to come over to the YouTube, the Twitch, or the Kick underneath this name right here, and give us a follow, man. We could use the support. We appreciate y'all. But we're gonna get into this conversation and just talk about what it is we're doing here. The point of this conversation is to bring a different perspective to certain areas of the internet, where people incorporate politics. So, as you guys know, there's a lot of red pill content out there, and these guys are still going strong. And they've lost a lot of steam over the past year or two, just because their personal dealings have come out and the way the presidency and stuff has come out. Shout out to Zero for the subscription. Appreciate you, brother. Or sister, or they, them, the theys, the thems, the he's, the she's, whoever, however you identify. I appreciate you. A lot of stuff is, yeah, a lot of stuff has come out. You know what I mean, and kind of dulling their light, but they're still going strong. There's still people in the corner, and what we notice is, um, there's nobody out there giving an actual, real, down to earth perspective when it comes to like how life and different lanes and aspects of life connect to politics, and how what the red pill was able to do was really put in. I have a slight echo. No, not a slight echo. Gamer joint. This is my everything is oh. It's Ash. All right, Ash. What's up? Appreciate you, brother. How's the echo now? Is there still a slight echo? Who is it? Is it just my voice? Maybe if I turn the decibels down on the microphone, maybe that'll help. But you guys let me know how the audio sounds. I made a quick little adjustment. Um, it's like I'm talking in a big empty room. I'm in an empty room, not really empty. I can't hear the audio. That's the problem. So hold on, let me see 1 second.
He's in the back rooms. Give him a minute. Oh, I want to see the YouTube chat. I need to change my name though.
Not bad though. Yeah, I'll make some edits as we go along. I can't. Let me see here. Mute this for a second.
Yes.
Trying to video capture. Okay. So mic aux capture monitor. Let's see. Let's see how that does.
I don't know how to work YouTube.
Yes, I know.
I don't either.
YouTube.
No.
Yes, I know.
I don't either. No.
All right, you might have heard it echo that time, but why do I still hear myself? Close. Okay. No, now I hear myself, and I'm monitoring myself, and I don't want to monitor myself. Okay. No, now I hear myself, and I'm monitoring myself. But the echo is gone, right? Yeah, I knew it was better. Okay. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. Partially. Sometimes.
We'll be pros by like next week.
There's something. What did I hear? Wait, no. Let me know if it's back. Is it back?
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit, the TikTok. God damn it. I'm doing a million things at once. My bad, y'all. I fell asleep at the wheel a little bit. So the next episode, it should be better. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe I'll also try if I can do screenshot to Discord and then also do it on Live Studio.
Let's see if that does
My
better.
computer not blow up. Screenshot to Discord and then also do it on Live Studio.
Let's see if that does better. Nope. That went back. Alright, let's see if that does it better. Alright, let's see if that does it better. Alright, that works. Fuck it. Fuck it. Close. Let's see, trophy yellow, yeah, all that good shit, yeah. Trophy yellow. What is smiling trophy? What is this? I can't see. Oh, I think your text.
It's just emojis.
Emojis come through as text. I'm like, what the fuck is he typing? That makes no sense. All right, so I hear double. I don't know why I am hearing double. Why am I hearing double? I don't really care if I'm hearing double. It doesn't matter if I can hear myself. Anyway, so like I said, back.
You were saying that the red pill got a hold of stuff and
The audio on my phone is down. Do you guys hear an echo still in the chat? In the different chats? Do you hear an echo still?
I don't know why this is so funny to me.
I don't know. This is the worst 5 minutes of my life. It feels way worse. It's only been 10 minutes, actually.
It feels like an hour already.
Laughing at me. No echo on that end. Great. No echo here. All good. Okay, perfect. Fantastic. Moving along. Like I said, the point of this stream, and then like I said, we're all on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch. We got 11 people watching on YouTube. I appreciate you guys for going over there. Thank you. The point of this podcast, like I said, is to take a different political look at the entirety of life, because that's what Red Pill did. The Red Pill podcast grabbed a lot of attention because they talked about relationships. They talked about personal responsibility, accountability. They talked about everything that young men and young people look at, because I mean, it's what everyone looks at, but again, young minds, they're they're moldable. They're out there. They're looking for someone to follow, looking for some sort of guidance, and everyone's turned to the internet. Old, young, middle age, and all the other people in between, whatever they consider themselves. And we've hit a point where we on the more progressive side of things need to hit the ground running with these conversations and combating the disinformation and misinformation and just the entirety of what influence the red pill has on young minds. So am I here to spread leftist mind virus and progressive ideation? Yes, but not more so in a way of just
Common sense and educated opinions.
right, pretty much. Like I said, I want to talk to all the same people the red pill talk to, but I again don't want to attack. See, that's what red pill does really well, right, Katie? Is they attack things. They're always on this idea that they have to defend and have to protect who they are, and I think that's the type of energy that you don't really get on the left, because we're just like, yeah, them existing doesn't threaten me. And the right has this really good pitch that everything that's different or not traditional is a distraction or harmful to America or your personal gain, and it's this idea that they're gonna erase you, especially your manhood or your masculinity, if you accept dating a sex worker, or I'm on TikTok, I don't know if I can use these words. Yeah, so I'll keep it PG for now. If
I say it on live all the time.
A sex worker, I don't know, someone in OnlyFans, someone the people they talk to, the Instagram girls, the whoever they down, when they talk about I don't even want to, I hate even bringing up trans and gay people, because they just I'm sick of it just because of TikTok. But it's just but that's what they do, and it's just yeah, I don't necessarily want to date someone who's an OF creator either, but I'm not gonna hate on the guy who builds a family with someone who does that and raises kids. And the thing that throws people off is there's no defense for well, if your mom's an active OF creator and your kid's in school, what's that do to kids are gonna find out, and that life is gonna be hell for that kid. I don't have a defense for that. It's and I shouldn't have to defend it, because it's not my fucking business. But saying it's not my fucking business, that's not something I should be worried about, is where the right gets the edge on young people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, because everything is basically out of fear in this idea that again, self-preservation, because I don't like it, I'm not educated on it, I need to fear it, it needs to go away.
Right. And so, for like I said, everybody on the TikTok, watching on the TikTok, if you're not over in the YouTube, you won't hear Katie's responses to me. So if you have the YouTube, go in, enter Enterloom, that's the name of the podcast, should pop up right away. We're live right now over there, so you can hear the whole conversation. Can't really hear her. All right, I can turn her up. All right, Katie, talk again.
It might be my mic too. I can also turn my mic volume up if I need to.
I turned my desktop audio back up too. I turned it down a little bit. We're on YouTube underneath this.
Please hear me.
This is the podcast name. Can y'all hear Katie better over on the YouTube? I turned her mic back up.
Don't someone call me Kathy. It's okay though.
Kathy is low. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all at TikTok tapping the screen. But yeah, to go back to the conversation, like I said, the number one of the things that I noticed they attacked is always the OnlyFans girl, because I can hear her over here, but it's breaking up a bit. I don't know why it's doing that. That might just be the stream. Um, what's up, Anthony?
Yeah, I don't know.
Appreciate you.
I'm at max volume, so.
No, you sound great. It's fine. We can, like I said, this first episode. We're gonna work out the kinks and the bugs as we go along. So I appreciate you guys commenting and letting us know what's going on. I can always go back and fix and tune up settings, or fix them as I go. But like I said, going to the conversation we were having about this dynamic, like they attack these specific dynamics because the way young women or women in general, I don't want to say flocked. That makes it seem like all these women ran to be OF creators, but it was an explosion of people creating this content, especially amongst young ladies. There was a lot of, I mean, there was, but we focused on women because it could, the way society treats women or views women. That was the big thing, is that all these young women were running there instead of, what the conservatives wanted is them becoming wives and mothers, not necessarily educated or business owners, but willing to be um, the conservative trad wives or traditional wives, as they call them. So they started.
You know what's funny about that, though?
Yeah, what's up?
Is because you know that there's a bunch of women that went to OF, obviously because that is a good place to make fucking money off these men. And I guarantee fucking to you, there has to be some study somewhere that shows that the demographic of people that are purchasing these subscriptions are probably Republicans.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked by that at all, because you always see the year end like data dump of like what states did the searches for what kind of adult entertainment, and the ones that bash these people the most are always in these fucking circles. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, guess what? It's not no
What's
different
up,
from
buddy?
the TikTok streams. He
What was it?
teacups every 5 minutes.
You got a dinosaur?
No, look at his face.
He's only showing me the dinosaur.
But yeah, it's such a weird thing. Like,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
you
Look at
want
your face all
conservative
sunburned.
values, you want to have children and be married with these women, but you're shitty to fucking women, let's be honest. They don't want to
Oh,
sleep with
cool,
you.
yeah.
So they're gonna let you
Oh,
pay
look
for
at
the
that.
pictures and videos.
Yeah, I see him on
They
your
want your
socks.
grimy
Did
little
I also
hands
tell
all
you that
over
his feet
us.
were fucking bleeding?
Yeah, he's
Yucky.
That he cut his foot.
He comes out and he walks away, and I'm like, where's that blood coming from? All over to the pool.
Yeah. But you gotta give me a minute. I'm just in the. Oh, poor buddy. I'm in the middle of something.
I'm not as good at monologuing as K-Dot is,
Alright, I'll-
so
Okay, well. Okay.
hell yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
back.
Zerpy. Or my bad.
Grow this
Okay.
and obtain super chats. Yeah. So shout out to everybody on the Kig. Thank you for the people who were watching on the purple app and the red app as well. I appreciate you guys running in there and running through the chats and tapping the screen and stuff like that. I apologize. My son called me. He's on vacation in Florida, so he was just showing me some cool stuff that he got from the boardwalk or wherever they went down there. But going back to it, like I said, the main thing that the red pills were able to set on fire was the future of relationships. Because even if you were more liberal, even if you were more, and you're definitely more conservative, the hot button issue was all these non-traditional roles women were taking on, and how they were expanding into new forms of content, whether that not just be the adult industry, but also social media influencers and different aspects of that. Some women, they just dance online. Their whole thing is they're attractive, right? Or they have a certain look, or they cosplay, and they just like model. Some of them are lifestyle influencers or political influencers, or the whole cooking, whatever the case may be. And women were taking their I don't want to necessarily, not their sexuality, but like their what do you call it when a woman uses her attractiveness to sell her thing?
Just that, I guess. I don't think there'd be any other term for it.
There's no other term for that. Her own agency,
No, I don't.
image, Yeah, I'm looking at the chat.
No, it's her right to do so. Like, I don't know. My
Yeah,
body, my choice.
right. And people were like, "Well, I don't want a woman who's on social media, flaunting her body and uh, selling recipes or whatever the hell she's doing, right? And then coming home to me after like being like, you know what I mean? They don't want that. Then that was the conservative thing, and then I think even some more progressive men kind of clashed with their progressive stance and how it would be kind of weird or awkward or difficult to date a woman who sold products via being attractive online, and you know and she's not directly flirting with people, but like the videos, like she's her whole thing is to sell herself, to sell her thing. um, and traditionally, with men, you don't want a woman, you don't want the woman you're with advertising, for a lack of a better word. I mean, that's what it is. It's like advertising, especially on social media. You're, um, so if I'm wrong there, but advertising herself to sell things. You would be, and the red used that, the red pill used that to be like, oh, you're a simp or a fucking chump or some type of loser if you date a girl who does those things, because that's not what a woman's role is. Um, is it? I'm gonna ask you, Katie, you're a woman. Is it
Like,
misogynistic across, like at any level, like me? Like, say I'm a progressive man, but I won't date a woman who um, models on the internet because of the attention it brings to her.
I would say yes. And it also is a lot about like insecurity for men. So the misogyny aspect is because there's that double standard, because there's obviously men on OF and these other platforms, and they do the same thing, but no one complains about them doing it, right? They're marketing to other men and women. Like, no one gives a fuck. But the fact that it's a woman and they can do these things and please themselves, men are insecure because they're like, I don't know if I could live up to the standard and make her finish. All the fuck it is.
I don't think anyone cares that men do OF, and I guess it is a double standard. You're right, but I don't think anyone cares. Men does If a man does OF and tries to date in the normal world, because men don't have, and then I guess that's the misogyny full circle moment right there. Men don't have the same value on their bodies societally.
Hmm. It's the same thing with like the body count argument. Like, men can sleep with whoever the fuck they want. No one can be like, "Oh, you slept with 100 people? Disgusting. I'm not gonna date you." Like, that's not a thing for men. But for women, it's absolutely a thing, and it comes back again to insecurity. Like, oh, she's
For
experienced.
everyone on the
I can't
TikTok, you can't
live
hear
up to
Katie
that
on
standard.
purpose. You have to
I
go over
just
to the
don't want it.
YouTube or the Kick or the Twitch to hear Katie in the full conversation, because YouTube doesn't, Twitch doesn't allow me to multi-stream with all the other streams. So I'm just doing this here to advertise. That's why I have the YouTube sticker up. So if you have YouTube, enter this in and you can
Hello?
hear the full conversation. Sorry, I was doing an ad because people were putting in the chat that they couldn't hear you. So while you were answering, I
Oh,
was letting them know. I was muted myself to let them know. Um,
I thought it was me. I was
no,
like, what the
no,
fuck am
I
I
heard the
doing?
hell. Yeah, so everybody on the TikTok, this, like I said, you're only going to hear me on this end. That's why I have the little sticker up that says YouTube. So come over if you want to hear the full conversation. You can be in the chats there. I can see all of your chats on the YouTube or the Twitch. If you use either of those platforms, give us a follow, and I'll be able to respond to your comments there too. Um, and then, like I said, we won't always just have me and Katie conversations. I'll definitely be bringing other people on to have conversations, but they're going to be more focused conversations on the TikTok. It's a little harder because we've built a platform where lots of people want to be involved, and I love everybody that I stream with. I got mad respect for them, but I want to have a more. I'm doing a different thing, a more focused, um, cohesive thing here on this platform. So I appreciate you guys, and we'll definitely be talking with you soon on this one. Uh, but going back to the conversation, like I said, I have a comment here that Kelly Ray says she absolutely would care if a man was an OnlyFans creator, and I think women would
I mean,
care.
obviously, I can't speak for all women. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, as a society, like, we don't care that men do this, but we care that women do.
Say that one more time.
I said, like, I'm not speaking for all of women. Obviously, I can't do that. But I'm saying, like, as a society as a whole, because, patriarchy, misogyny, all that stuff, like, we don't care that men do these things because they do it all the fucking time. But for women, it's an issue because we're seen to be a certain way in society.
Hypocritical double standard. It's men's hypocritical double standard. Lowbrow, I would ask you to think again to what Katie was even saying. I said, I don't think many women would be open to dating a man who creates content like that. I think a lot of women I would have to say the OF version, but no, can't put that on them. I
I
don't
mean, I
think,
don't care.
yeah, you would date a man who actively creates OF content with other people.
With other people,
Yeah,
it would have to be like, that would have to be a lot of trust there. But that's me. Like, that's my own personal thing. If it was like solo content, I don't give a fuck. But if you're gonna be like sleeping with different people every week, I don't know. And I hope that you're doing regular testing.
yeah. No, I mean they have to do regular testing and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean they should. I mean it's part of the deal. But like I said, it's I don't as progressive as I wouldn't care if anyone else do it. Like I would not have an opinion of a man who's dating a woman who creates content with other men. Like that already exists. There's content creators who create content about the fact that their girlfriend or boyfriend creates content with other people. And God damn, everything sells these days. Um,
Yeah.
this is
Be a
fucking
professional cuck. There you go.
right. Does that make them a cuck? That's a different conversation. That's a different. Don't answer that question. Don't
Yeah.
mind. Don't answer that question.
I want to so bad. Moving on.
I'm dating no woman fucking somebody else. Bottom line, fair enough. Oh,
And he's subscribed. He just watches it.
yo, I couldn't imagine, bro. Imagine your wife coming home talking about work was so hard, bitch. Ah, I couldn't
He's like,
do
yeah, no, I was watching.
it. Oh my god, bro. Personally, no. Okay, Theodore says no. I get it. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. But that's where the red pill like really jumped off the page because they made this mountain out of a molehill because the corn industry already existed. It was already there for like that situation. No one just paid attention to it. No one cared who was dating a corn star. I mean, the biggest thing when I was growing up was, would you mess with date a video girl or an adult dancer? You know, the clubs, the gentlemen from the gentlemen clubs, and guys would argue about that. But it was social media made it so. And then, honestly, red pill was. It was like somebody left an open flame next to a fucking gas leak at the right time and it caught on and it blew up and burned everything to the fucking ground and it just nonsensical arguments, just a lot of emotional react, especially from the people and the men who were supposed to be emotionally regulated, like stoic motherfuckers. Everything they talked about was like this irrationally like fears of like, oh, this is gonna dominate the youth, and with all these women going to do this, and this isn't traditional, bro. You're talking about, I don't know how many OnlyFans creators there are, a couple thousand women. That's like 0.0000000% of the fucking population. It's,
It's
like,
women they can't have, and they're mad about it.
it's about the trust and the communication. What's up, Yoli? Appreciate you coming over. Is there a concept of personal and business division? Mm, Katie, we're gonna have to get you on camera too. It can't just be my face here.
I know, I know. I need to figure out the plugin for Discord, and that way, I don't know if you can
No, you
like
could
screen
just
share that
video call
somehow.
me, and I can share it on
Yeah,
my
I
screen.
know, but I need to get a plugin because I want to use my phone camera because it's like better.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. All right, we're gonna have to just
so
buy a
yeah.
little webcam. I might have a different view on it because I'm poly. If there's no emotions between my partner and the other person, I have no issues. I respect that. I got no judgment for that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't. She got that poor ass laptop. That. Why would you say that? No. Now you have to buy her
Hey,
one.
listen, bruh. Yeah.
Now you have to buy her one.
If if you find my TikTok, Cash App's in the bio. Send it there.
Right. So, uh, to respond to Goliath's comment, I have no that, and that's where we lose, is because young people are expecting an answer more than just I don't give a fuck. But it's crazy that they're expecting more of an answer because who gives a fuck less about things than young people? That blows my fucking mind. They don't give a fuck about anything, but they care about the things that they care about. So, like, when they hear that young women or their young relationships are at risk, they tune in. And I don't even understand why young people give a fuck about, like, this. Why do you think they cared so much? I never cared that much about.
They
God.
they live their lives online now. Like everyone is online. Like you don't talk to people in the real world anymore. And like COVID literally like shifted that whole communication dynamic to solely online. That's the fucking problem. You're just shove shit all day long. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, like you're just everything's exaggerated.
Everything's fucking exaggerated. It's fucking disgusting. And then that's the draw, that's the sell, and that's the hook, line, and sinker of Red Pill is these tough guys who have all this emotional regulatory ability, and they're successful and or rich, or like they did the tough guy job. They were uh, like you talk about Myron Gaines. He was I think he was a TSA agent or some type of cop or ICE agent or something. I don't think he was TSA. Was he TSA? I
I thought he
forget what he
was
did.
like I thought he was in like FBI somewhere. No?
Was it the FBI? I think it was FBI or
I
ICE.
I swear to God it was FBI.
Let me find out. Let me do some research right quick. Uh, I typed that wrong.
No. That's just what I remember from
HSI.
that that thing I watched on Netflix. By the way, great documentary.
I know. I never watched it all the way.
You need to. He's in there.
Yes, Myron Gaines is a former Homeland Security agent. Yeah, he was a Homeland Security agent. Um, so he got to sell the cop angle. I don't know what Fresh did. I don't know if he was ever in a job or anything like that. A branch of ICE, yes. And then, what the fuck is the tall bald dingus name? He's got a black, like he's white presenting. He's got a black father though. Andrew Tate. I was blown away when I found out Andrew Tate was part black. That shocked me. But he was a kickboxer and he made money and he had the Bugatti when he first got on. I never knew what the draw was for Andrew Wilson though. What was his thing? He was just a political commentator.
Andrew Wilson's a fucking scumbag. He
I
doesn't
know.
even talk about anything.
He doesn't
And
talk
I
about
think
anything.
he was like America first, but then he realized that like he wanted to be more of a fucking Nazi than he already was.
Hmm.
And so he kind of did his own thing, and that's where he's doing this like religious movement, I guess.
Yeah, he caught fire
I don't even
with that.
fucking
Okay,
know.
so you got Wilson, Tate, Fresh and Fit. Who else is Red Pill that was pretty big?
Uh, there is a guy, I know his name is like Tiki Talkie something, but I think he's like
Yeah, that's
Australian
him.
or something.
He's
But
Australian.
like he's like a wanted criminal and shit in the UK.
Oh, I've heard of that guy. Yeah. You do have Kevin Samuels, but he's resting in piss. So, adios, contaminos. Um,
There's also another white guy in the Manosphere. I forget his name, but he's
Oh,
he's a
fucking.
redheaded guy.
I don't know the redheaded guy. You talking about the whatever podcast guy?
Nah, I don't know what podcast he has, but he's an older guy. But he does like some type of marketing or something, and he,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know who that is. But then you also have Sneeko and fucking what's the little fucking Indian kid? Is he Indian? I don't know what the fuck he is. What's the little streamer's
Who?
name? Jordan Peterson. Yeah, you can Jordan Peterson. Sneeko is a fringe streamer. He was a and he was heavy red pill and like he got big because he went viral for telling him about the time that like he watched another dude bang his girlfriend and that was his awakening. Neon, fucking Neon. That's his name. But Sneeko got on or some shit. I forget how Sneeko blew up. He was doing red pill content and telling everybody that they were fucking cucks and shit like that. And then he still has this conservative ideology, but now he's kind of like a Muslim and he's changed course a little bit. I don't fucking know. These people, they do, these kids, weird shit, man. They're on a journey of. That's the problem. If you're on a journey of self discovery, get off the internet. Just fucking don't show people what you're going through. And I know communities online have helped a lot of people. That's what fucking therapy is for. Some shit. I don't know. That's what I feel like the problem is here, especially with the red pill, is that like people just got on and had an idea and went through this journey and like half-ass represented themselves online. That's why you found out that like fucking Wilson was married to a mother who had previous children, and Fresh and Fit were sleeping with the women they were telling you not to sleep with, and Tate. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Tate was sex trafficking them girls, bro. He said it his own mouth that he would be nice and make them fall for him, and then bring them over, and then fucking get them online and start being the cam girls for him, and that's deceptive as fuck and like they're really shitty people who have done a lot of shitty things and somehow they were able to bury all of that in the fact that they were willing to stand up to the Democrats and the left and fucking furries. Like, all right, I'll be honest with you. You're not the toughest guy in the room because you're willing to yell at the guy or the girl who wants to dress up like a fox. That's not. I don't know why that's seen as like why that's revered. Like, I'll be
Well,
real with you.
violence against women has always been seen as like peak masculinity. I don't know why the fuck that is. Like you're seen as a weak man because you want to like stand up for women. It's insane.
Yeah,
Like that's their whole thing.
yeah, I don't get that. Like beating up on people who are you're saying is beneath you, but for some reason, you like. And they made up a boogeyman. They made up like this idea that these people who did these non-traditional things were the front runners of society, and that like they were the example for young women and men, and they were gonna make all of this shit just okay if they didn't stop it or speak out against it. And it was like this fringe corner of the internet of people who had these overly emotional responses to their messaging, and it caught, it went crazy. And I think a lot of it, it's kind of folded in on itself, and it's starting to, eat itself like, because they can't keep the lies going, or the emotional. Eventually, the emotions die down, right? Eventually, people aren't so overreactive, and you give them a few years, and you see that like, oh, people aren't rushing to these relationships with these individuals, and they aren't just having kids all over the place, and like all the things that they said that would happen were just not these real threats to society. um, and I think that's something we're going to go back to is like find some of these viral clips and the things that they said and the claims that they made, and just see how none of that came true in society, and like how overly emotional all these so-called alpha males were.
That's all it is. I'm like, oh, I'm so masculine. I don't have emotions. Meanwhile, here's me crashing out at a guy at a bar because he looked at a girl that I thought I was going to talk to.
For
Shut
real.
the fuck up.
So, you being a woman, is there any validity or uh, anything that's applicable from the red pill side that you would say, you know what, like me, like you asked me, like I talk to FBA guys and I say, well, they have a point there, but their execution or everything else is shit. It's shit surrounding one golden nugget. Is there anything you see on the red pill side that's at least applicable to life?
After watching and doing, because I'm a little freak and I love the reading into all this incels bullshit, there's literally nothing. Like everything they talk about is going to negatively impact you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't fucking matter. Like they preach like you shouldn't have any emotions. Don't talk about your feelings. Repress everything. Women are objects. You can't obtain women if you don't have money. If you don't have money, women aren't going to sleep with you. But also, you don't want hoes. But you need to find none of it makes fucking sense.
No, I don't think any of it does make fucking sense. You're right. It just, and that's what I try to do. I try to, like, when I have conversations with people, regardless of how shitty they are or what they believe that I hate or think is stupid. I try to see what the foundation of their ideology is built on, and usually you'll find something where you're like, okay, yeah, I get that part, and like that is either somewhat historically accurate or somewhat statistically accurate, or sometimes it's really accurate, but it's like I said, it's a diamond shit sandwich. Like there's one nugget of truth that they're holding on to, and they've wrapped it in lies and twisted information and forced the pieces together to make this movement. And I don't know why that's such an effective strategy for. It's because
You know how they sold all of this, and you can look at all these creators that push this same like red pill content,
mm,
is for some reason all of this like hateful nonsense, you not crying and like beating up on your mom is supposed to make you rich. Like literally that's all it is. Because at the end of all these podcasts are like, hey, buy my course for $13.99. You'll get rich, I promise.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm with you on that. The Hustlers University is that is was that also red pill content? Like the buy my course shit, like you were just talking about, was that also red pill? I never really got into that. I never really paid much
Yeah,
attention.
so a lot of these streamers that call themselves, like the red pill, like bringing masculinity, all that shit, they're all doing some type of like trading, selling courses, shit like that. Every last one of them. And they're literally scamming these people, by the way.
They are fucking scamming them.
They make more money off of selling the course to you than you will ever make investing into their program.
Yeah, absolutely. That I mean, it's like the new Ponzi scheme to be like, hey, I can sell you this course. I can, make you a man, and or make you a millionaire, drop shipping, fucking chud or whatever the fuck it is they're telling people, and it's it's all a goddamn lie. And while they sell you a $200, $300 course, you'll extract no value from it because it's about personal discipline. They're not teaching you to be personally accountable. They're just showing you what they did to become effective at what the life they live. And honestly, the only difference between most people and most regular people and most successful people is the self determination and a lot of luck. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that like there aren't a bunch of people out there who work really hard and have discipline and never hit it big, because honestly a lot of parts of life require just luck. The right place, the right time, the right person seeing your shit, or like a viral video. It depends on when you post it, what it's about, the keywords you used, and how engaging it was. And sometimes you can do all of those things and it won't hit ever, or you can do it once and you'll be fucking, I don't know, Charlie fucking D'Amelio or that cabbie kid. Like, they never did anything different than the other 98% of TikTok. They just happened to do it at the right time. And I think that's most of life in every other aspect. Like, I don't know, there's a million guys out there swinging a hammer the same way, but only 20 of them are going to become multimillionaires who run a construction company because one, it takes, you got to be consistent, put in have the self discipline to put the plan together, but then you also have to, somebody's got to have a job for you and another job for you, and you got to hire the right people and not fuck up or get ripped off or rip yourself off or whatever the case may be. There's a whole lot of shit. There's a whole lot of fucking shit. Yeah, because it's
I
funny.
don't know if a lot of people know about this, but and I'm sure people have heard me before. So I fucking hate Dean Withers because he used to do this same shit.
Dean,
He's
I
a
hear that
whole
a lot.
fucking scam.
I hear that a lot. That Dean Withers used to be a Hustlers University guy, but I mean, he was a kid. He was,
He
I
still is.
right, but he's not. I mean, I don't like Dean because I just I think the reason I
Stop
don't
giving white men mics.
yeah, like the reason I don't like a lot of, especially white male influencers, is because their entire debate is about shit that doesn't affect them. They have to talk about women, they have to talk about people of color, they have to talk about oppression, they have to talk about what's bad. And I mean, again, they can talk about things that are bad for the majority of Americans, but then it gets down into the nitty gritty of like why it's worse for black people or why it's worse for immigrants or why it's worse for brown people. Like, it's just like you have so very little stake in the game, but you have all the attention, you have all the accolades, you're getting all the fucking invites, and like the story, 90% of the story doesn't pertain to you. And I just I fucking hate it. That's the version of white privilege I hate the most. That no matter how much um, I think people are performative to make themselves go viral in debate spaces. Yeah, not Brett. I agree with you, man. The only thing I don't mind is being such a submissive ish to a man. Like, I don't mind letting my man be the head of the household, but he can't be a dick about it and still has to respect me and my man. Agreed. I think that's a perfectly well dynamic. I'm getting distracted. Finish off this Dean Withers conversation. um, yeah, the
Fuck Dean Withers.
fuck these. Don't let me say this. Though. I can't say that on TikTok. Get banned. Um, at the end of the day, when it comes to Dean and the Parkers and even the Good Troubles, um, they got nothing to lose. I'm tired of cis people talking about the community because she's without consulting or platforming people. And yeah, I hate it as well. I hate bringing it up.
You
I
know,
hate talking about it. That's it. Even though I'm still technically talking about it, I try to keep it to a minimal and show them that, like, hey, if you don't understand these basics, or you can't talk about if these people are a threat, but you are not worried about the bigger threat that you just happen to look like and represent, don't talk about anybody else. But again, they still force the issue. You were going to say something? Go ahead.
oh no, you were saying like all these other creators like they literally have nothing to lose, and you're fucking right. Good Trouble has his own business. If Debate Talk fails, he has that. Dean
Right.
Withers, he made millions of dollars off of selling fucking courses. He'll be fine. Parker's
Oh,
fucking
he was
parents are
successful at it?
millionaires. They're doctors. Yes.
I didn't know he was
All these
successful
people
at
will
it.
be fine. Yeah.
I didn't know Dean Withers was successful. I thought he just like had a stint doing it and then found Debate Talk. I didn't know he was successful. Like,
Dude, I don't know what he did, but he tried to like scrub the internet of all those videos of him like flexing his courses and all his money. But there is one that was circulating around on TikTok of him in some type of like fancy ass car with a duffel bag full of cash in the passenger seat bragging about it. He was definitely successful.
or he was faking it. But either way, like I said, it's white male influencers and even some white um, I don't want to say female, but white women influencers, y'all have the least to fucking uh, to lose. You have very little to no skin in the game. Like these situations won't really affect you, especially when it comes to like a Trump administration. I like it. One day you could be on this app cursing out Charlie Kirk, and the next day you're crying because he's gone. You get to weave in and out of your whiteness or your privilege because of your whiteness, and I don't trust any of you. Um, I don't think you're bad people. I just don't fuck with you getting a bag off everyone's oppression. Um, Again, I give a little more grace to white women only because they are women and they have an actual agenda targeted against them, but it ain't much. It ain't
We're
much.
still white before we're a woman, though.
That's what I'm saying. You get to weave in and out of your womanhood, and go back to your whiteness when it fits you, and if it does fit you,
Hmm.
that's what I'm saying. So, but again, I won't act like there aren't some. Like I said, there are plenty of white people who are down with the cause and understand their white privilege. Like that conversation y'all were having earlier today on my other stream. Yuck! That lady did not want to accept that. Like, lady, if you can acknowledge you have white privilege, you're inherently racist. Anyway, that's a different conversation. Um,
I'm glad she ran because I was gonna cuss that bitch out. The whole panel would have been gone.
oh shit. Um, but yeah, that's the this whole conversation that we've been having this time because we're approaching an hour on the YouTube. I wanted to do at least an hour across all platforms, so we're just about 8 minutes out from the hour. Um, I Me and Katie, like you said, we're trying to formulate a better way to react to life with leftist or progressive ideation. It can't just be, hey man, it ain't your personal life, so it don't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. But kids and young people and other people need a better answer than that, because honestly, I feel personally, it feels like you just like when you say, hey man, that's not your personal life. And yeah, I get it. That's how it should be, and that should be the answer. It sounds like you don't care. It sounds like you don't care that these people have a gripe, and you're like, well, why are we going to address like 60 people online who don't want to date a corn star? Well, when we ignored it, it became millions of people online.
Sucks.
So it went from a few
And they can't
dudes,
read, so
right? It went from a few dudes in a forum complaining about women to millions of children online making edits of Andrew Tate saying, "What color's your Bugatti?" And we have to make up for that. That guy walked into
yeah.
the.
Like, what color is your Prius? Let's do that.
Oh God, it sound fucking trash. One more time before we get ready to wrap up. We got another 5-6 minutes here on the stream. Like I said, I'm just gonna do an hour right quick of the first episode, and then just kind of touch on things. To those listening on the TikTok, thank you for the taps, the shares, and stuff like that. I appreciate you. Who's been listening in, like I said, this YouTube is Enterloom, Enterloom on all platforms. YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Shout out to everybody who's been on the Twitch, the Kick, and the YouTube, commenting and sharing those out and giving us views over there. I appreciate you. It helps with the analytics, and the analytics is what matters on these platforms to grow and then to push you out and get more um, visibility, especially with YouTube and Kick and Twitch. The more people we have watching, consistently commenting, interacting, um, we get ad revenue eventually. We become partnered, and you guys don't have to send me I don't have to ask for TikTok roses because I can generate money off the ads, and you can subscribe once a month if you so feel. You know what I mean? And yeah, TikTok is it adds up. I give out gifts. It definitely adds up. Like the money you guys send me on TikTok, 99% of the time I regift it. Every once in a while I'll get a payout because I didn't regift it all. And it'll be like, and I'll regift 60, $70 from my 4 or 5 days of streaming really fast. So I've always appreciated you guys who do gift when you can, because that shit adds up. I've converted $20, get you $10 worth of coins. Them motherfuckers ripping you off, and then the creator doesn't even get the full amount of coins. Like this shit is it's just a scam, bro. It's a fucking
Yep.
Ponzi scheme.
TikTok takes 30% from the creator, and then if you're gifting the panel, TikTok takes like 50 of that. The creator gets another 10% of that. Like, it's nothing, man. That's a whole ass scam.
Oh yes, Kate, thank you on the for the comment on TikTok. If you have Amazon Prime, if you pay for your Prime, if you're somebody pays for Prime and they don't have a Twitch, you can use their information to subscribe on the Twitch for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you watch Prime Video, order things off Prime, you can definitely subscribe to the Twitch every month for free. Help us out there. The YouTube subscriptions are free. You just hit the subscribe button. That way you get the alerts when we go live or post videos. Kick as well. You just give us a follow. If you don't have Prime and you're on Twitch or you create a Twitch, you can just follow us on there. That helps too, having enough followers. And then, like I said, this is going to be a build up to everything. This is why I keep Prime, exactly. I got to subscribe. Can I subscribe with my own Prime to myself on Twitch? We're going to find out. Katie.
Fraud.
I fuck it. Fake it till you make it. That's what everyone else did. Final thoughts, Katie.
Final thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think just stop being fucking headline hoochies. Stop listening to 50-year-old men on podcasts talking about younger women. Like, first of all, that's just weird. Second of all, he's not going to help you get laid. He's probably not getting laid. And, I don't know. Like, you can mind your own business, but, like, ethically. Does that make sense? Like, you don't have to be a piece of shit to women and people in the LGBTQIA plus community.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah, and I think that's our mission here, is to teach people that, like, hey, your society isn't the fabric of society, or the people's worthiness isn't tied to their gender or their sexuality, and we can all get by not judging each other for those things, and like having critical thought, like real actual critical thought put to societal moments, because I don't want to call them issues, because like I said, red pill was a moment. It's an issue, but it's an issue because they were like unfettered moments of reactions from these guys. So they took these headlines, they took these small instances, they took this little group of people, and they blew them up, and it was, what sells more than controversy and attractive women? Nothing. Maybe Smex, as they say, Smex always sells, but controversy and attractive women are basically the same thing. It's trying to put women in their place, or solidifying your masculinity by whatever the case may be when it comes to whatever conservative views you have on the world, and you're taking it out on other people. I'm gonna find a better way to combat that.
That's just patriarchy, and I think men need to understand that the patriarchy isn't just harmful to women, it also harms men more than you think.
Absolutely. Goliath says, stop following people that have to pay to get laid, who have really sad personal lives because they have awful personalities and are truly emotionally weak. Goliath, couldn't have said it better myself. Yoli, downloading Twitch, appreciate you. Shout out to all the subscriptions. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing and following on the YouTube. Thank you for subscribing and following on the Twitch. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and whatever gifts you guys send on the platforms. Those are all go a long way. Like I said, it's all amazing, and I appreciate your support. If you were watching on the TikTok, following for a while, like I said, this is a new platform, new way we're doing things. Um, Definitely gonna continue to do this every Sunday, 8:30, and you know have these conversations around pop culture situations. There is YouTube where you can see my face. You'll be able to hear Katie on YouTube and or Twitch and Kick. So if you want to get on one of those platforms that you prefer, uh, join us over there. We'd really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the follow button. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I got to get up out of here. Anything else, Katie? How do you feel about the first episode?
Mhm. Actually, went better than I thought, because, we're both fucking awkward. So I'm glad we could have a conversation for longer than 10 minutes.
I can yap all day, bro. I really can. One
I know
person,
you can.
I
I
can.
know you can.
Don't
Pass
do
the mic, dog!
bro,
Pass
for
the
real? That's what
mic!
we doing? That's what we doing? Oh,
Pass the mic!
I just want to see. We're ending the first episode by silencing black men. It's fine. Like I said, we talked about
No!
white allies. We talked about white allies and what they do.
No!
See, she wanted to center herself. This is what you get. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
leaving.
I'm leaving. All right, I appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for coming through. We'll be back Sunday, and you'll see me still on TikTok doing a stream or two here or there, or being on HE or these guys' panels. I'm not quitting fully, but this step back has been great for me, and more concise thought. So appreciate you. Thank you, Delta, Goliath, Yoli. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Everybody who came over and showed love. We're building something great, and like I said, at any point in time, as we build this platform and have these conversations, we will have you guys on. I know a lot of you guys create your own style of things, so we definitely I'll have no problem helping you guys get your stuff out there as we get this thing rolling and going. Because I'm not just building this
I
thing
want it to
for
be
myself.
like community based.
Yeah, we want it to be community based. We want people to be able to be like, hey, I've got this thing I'm doing, and whatever it is, if it's a personal project, it has nothing to do with the things that we talk about. It's your personal thing, and you're trying to get eyes on it. You want a little push. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to help people into the future become more self-sustained or reliable on their talents and stuff like that, man, and or rely on